What up, y'all? Swerve plays. You get what I'm saying? Let me set this up real good. Hold on. We're in for a real treat this chapter. I ain't gonna front. Now I'm always gonna be real with y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second, and there you go. Perfect. I'm always gonna be real with y'all. Any video. Let me just let y'all know this right now. I did this video. This is my third time doing this video again because I don't know what's going on with the recording software. The recording software goes so in and out, bro. Yeah, it's like it can't bro. As I was almost done recording the last video, it turned off and it lost the footage. It's crazy, bro. It's terrible. Please, I'm going to make probably like a GoFundMe or a Patreon or whatever. I'm being so serious, bro. I'm gonna set the link to my clothing line down in the description below. First of all, praise God. Before anything I just said. And I do have clothing. It's called SwerveSuperior.com. You can buy my t-shirts, you can buy my hoodies and stuff like that. Anybody who buys a t-shirt and a hoodie, I have a sale going on with it. Anybody who buys a t-shirt and a hoodie and things like that, send me a picture via DM on my Instagram, SwervePlays. Link will also be in the description for that. Send that to me, and then I'll show you on my page and stuff like that. I'll show you in my videos of y'all rocking my drip and stuff like that. I will send the link down here for the clothes. I'll show like a little video of the catalog of what I got going on for y'all in terms of like styles of clothes and stuff like that y'all can purchase or whatever. I'm having a sale right now too as well. So with that being said, like I said, I've read this chapter already. I'm just going to do a simple play-by-play, tell you my thoughts. I'm going to make this really quick, really simple, not doing too much. It won't be so much in-depth like the last chapter video, because if I'm being real with y'all, as we're going to go on from here, this chapter right here is a continuation of Dragon Ball Super pretty much redeeming itself. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. In the last chapter, really meant that this is the greatest chapter of Dragon Ball Super ever. This is definitely the greatest chapter of Dragon Ball Super I've ever read. In chapter 102. This is a continuation of the greatness of the previous chapter. And chapter 101 was also very nice. Chapter 101 was also a really good chapter too. It was a nice set the tone type chapter. But chapter 103 just puts everything into a nice little bow. Continues a nice little trilogy of chapters that we've been getting from this little post superhero arc, and it's amazing. Let's start with let's start with the first phase, and the first phase is pretty much Gohan versus his father. And let's get into that real quick. So let's do the play-by-play. Goku and Gohan are continuing their fight from the last chapter. And Goku is essentially right here getting a feel for Beast Gohan and what exactly his full capabilities, or at least a taste of what his full capabilities could be in this transformation. You can see that he's pretty much blocking none of his attacks. This is going to be very key. This is going to be a very key development in the next couple pages of this chapter. Right here, he's intentionally not blocking any of his attacks. Let's go on to the next page. He gets Goku to the point where Gohan gets Goku to the point where he's knocking him through mountains and things like that. I don't know if that's necessarily a mountain, but he's pretty much knocking him through the landscape and really recreating the entire map of Beerus' planet. Not really recreating it, but like really doing some damage to the planet. Goku in these lovely couple of pages right here is getting his footing throughout the planet, throughout the battlefield going on right here. And Goku gives Gohan his flowers and whatnot in terms of how significant that this Beast Gohan form is. In my previous recording, I called Beast Gohan its own name. I call this form Instant Zenkai Gohan. You'll see why in this. I'll explain why I call it that in the next couple pages. But yeah, Goku pretty much gets his footing. And Goku does a really sick maneuver. These next couple of panels right here everybody was kind of glazing it, kind of saying, "Oh, Goku has a new technique. Goku has a new technique." Goku's just using a Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 Meteor combination. We'll call this Heavenly combination. So Goku uses the Heavenly combination. He floats up. He does a glare. He instantly teleports, and he gets a jump on Gohan, as you'll see right here. Sorry, he gets a jump on Gohan, as you see right here. He pretty much tags him, and this tag right here in this lovely panel right here pretty much knocks Gohan away, and then he follows that up with a double axe hammer, and this very smooth shot right here. He dashes to Gohan, does the double axe hammer, knocks him into the water. Gohan then also does his own little maneuver to try to catch Goku off guard. But then this is where Goku starts to implement his Ultra Instinct techniques, which is why in the previous couple pages he was pretty much saying, hey, he was pretty much trying to see how strong is Gohan really in this form, and he's really significantly strong. I'm gonna try to pull myself back a little bit over here so you can see this panel right here of Goku pretty much flexing his Weave Nation certified badge. You get what I'm saying? He's on lockdown right now. He's on his 2K shit. Gohan is continuing the assault, but Goku has him. He snags him with a counterattack. He knocks Gohan back into this pillar right here. But as we can see, Gohan, this is why I call this form Instant Zenkai, as you can see. I'm going to read the panel right here. Let me just move my face a little bit. I'm going to move this a little bit. Cool. I'm going to read the panel right here. This is what Gohan says. Alright then. So I'm getting a real taste of Ultra Instinct. Goku then says, once it's mastered, the body moves on its own, which is why you can't let it hit on me. Gohan then says, it really is an impressive technique, no surprise there. But you haven't witnessed the full extent of my beast mode yet. So in this beautiful panel, Gohan just powers up. He powers up once again, which is perplexing to Goku right here. He's very perplexed. This is a very hard thumbnail. Super hard thumbnail. Like, you see the veins, the power just coursing through Gohan right here as he's doing this. And as Gohan is essentially building up energy, he's building up energy to such a point where he's moving so fast. He's blitzing straight to Goku and almost lands a hit on Goku, where Goku was barely fast enough to anticipate that attack, even with his superior Ultra Instinct Weave Nation certified maneuvers, as we can see right here. The shockwave of the attack pretty much goes through and destroys this little plateau, this little mess that's going on over here. Gohan continues his assault. The assault is so devastating that it pretty much blows Goku back a little bit, and Gohan continues to pretty much wail on him, while Gohan continues to just wail on him. As Goku pretty much uses Ultra Instinct to his full capabilities here. I would say, like, Gohan is pretty much comparable to Gas right now. Like, he's truly powerful. He's even stronger than that, really. As you can see in this panel right here, like, Gohan is getting dangerously close to Goku's face. Close to Goku's body right here. He even nicks him in this panel right here as he continues to go on his assault, and then he loses his mind almost, just how he was when he transforms, and lands a decisive blow on Goku. 2 decisive blows on Goku. One to the sternum, and one knocking him all the way back with a kick, and that's pretty much blowing Goku completely back. And this is why I call it Instant Zenkai form, because Vegeta then says to pretty much level this all out. Ultra Instinct's evasive couldn't keep up with that speed. Gohan says a clear hit. Goku says, ow, how'd you pull that off? Gohan then explains, I boosted my chi just up to the point where I might snap, which means where I might go crazy. Which means that, like, imagine Gohan not from Cell in particularly, But think of Gohan when he was fighting Frieza the 2 times, when he was fighting him in third form and second form, where he would lose his shit and just have this insurmountable amount of power to pretty much almost not kill Frieza, but he's putting Frieza on his ass. And nobody's putting Frieza on his ass. Only Piccolo was, and Piccolo got smoked by the third form until Gohan had to do that again. So basically what Gohan is doing is that he's tapping into that resource of power from all that explosive energy from his emotions, powering himself up to get to that point psychologically while still maintaining the form while he's doing all these crazy feats. So he's pretty much weaponized his, and I don't even know what you would really call it, like that point, that peak of power, where he pretty like, remember when like he fought, when he didn't fight against Raditz, but when he escaped from that pod and pretty much hit Raditz in the chest and broke through his armor. He pretty much is weaponizing that form of energy, that form of that state of mind. He's weaponized that, and now is able to control it to the point where now he's able to amplify his power and surpass pretty much everybody. That's pretty much what's going on here. He could pretty much be as strong as he needs to be to adapt to the current situation. So Gohan can pretty much give himself an instant Zenkai boost to adapt to the levels of Super Saiyan, well, not Super Saiyan, to adapt to the levels of Master Ultra Instinct Goku, blitz him, and get a hit off. Pretty much making Goku's Ultra Instinct form almost null and void. Because in Dragon Ball Z logic, if you're Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and you're fighting against Perfect Cell, who just went full power, your Super Saiyan 2 is an all stat multiplier. Your speed goes up, your defense goes up, everything goes up. So since your stats have gone up to such a significant number, it doesn't matter if Cell in his perfect form just went max power. He's still dirt. Cell would have to get another Zenkai boost and become super perfect for him to be even a match against Gohan in Super Saiyan 2. But even still, Gohan still has more power reserves than Cell at that moment. So like, okay, Goku, and even Gohan says right here, for now, that's the best way I've found to draw my own power. So this is essentially like an Omen form. Like this is not even full Beast Gohan right that we're seeing right here. So Goku gives him his flowers. Goku gives him his flowers right here. I want to see if I missed a page. Did I miss a page? No, I didn't miss a page. Goku gives Gohan his flowers. We're almost done with this chapter, by the way. Beerus has his own little comment saying, is Goku's son in Super Saiyan? Whis says no, nor is it a divine technique like God Ki. I would call it a singular talent all on his own. Beerus gets a little upset about this because he's hating, but Whis pretty much says, listen, because Dragon Ball Z is kind of competing with Modern Shonen, where Modern Shonen is pretty much your characters are more, it's like JoJo's, where it's like, we are fighting you based on abilities, but it's still implementing Dragon Ball Z logic because transformations give you an all stat multiplier. It's not just, I have this broken technique, but I have this broken technique on top of an all stat multiplier transformation to make me overpowered. We continue. The fight between Goku and Gohan continues until Goku notices Broly and then thinks to himself, and this is perfect characterization from Goku right here. Goku noticing like, wow, Gohan, Broly can learn a lot from Gohan right here. Because Broly essentially has the exact same things going on. And the fandom also noticed this as well. The Dragon Ball Z fandom is also in tune with the situation that's going on. So the writing of this chapter is actually pretty perfect. It's actually pretty perfect. Everything makes sense. And like I said, I've read the chapter already because I made the video already and it deleted itself. I lost the footage. But what I will say is that in terms of writing here, Chapter 102 was a little Chapter 101 was a little Chapter 103 is fantastic. Even with the power scaling discrepancies and stuff like that, it's not really too much of a discrepancy anymore. So what we'll see here in the next couple chapters is that Gohan pretty much is taken aback. Goku pushes Gohan away to trying to set up for the eventual Gohan versus Broly fight. And this line of dialogue is very key. Like I said in the last chapter, I'll read it right here for you. Goku says, "Whoa, that's plenty." Gohan says, "Oh, I've got a decent read on your strength now, and let me say I'm impressed." Goku continues to say, You're about the only one who can master a move like that in no time flat, Gohan. Kudos, really. Honestly, I can rest easy knowing that the Earth will be safe once I'm gone." In the last video, not the last video, in the previous deleted footage, I made a comment about this statement because from as we will see towards the end of this chapter right here, we are pretty much, not only like I said in the last video, this is pretty much setting up. Not only this is the next arc after this is the end of Dragon Ball. Not the end of Dragon. This is the end, not the end of Dragon Ball Z. Well, it is, but it's the end of Dragon Ball Super. There is nothing left after this final arc that's coming up right now. Everybody was kind of losing their mind that, oh my goodness, it's a hiatus. Toyotaro and the Dragon Ball manga, the Toyotaro and the Dragon Ball manga company, Viz Media, V Jump, all this, they always, let me get some water, excuse me. Between every arc, in Granola, in Moro, in Tournament of Power, there was always a break in between arcs to start to set up the next arc. I don't know how long this break is gonna be. Probably like a month, probably like 2 months and things like that. Probably like up to 3 months to pretty much settle what they need to do in terms of like the legacy of Toriyama and stuff like that. And to pretty much, I wouldn't be surprised if we're pretty much taking a whole 6 months off. Now you may be saying, why am I taking a whole 6 months off? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll explain in a minute, but give me 1 second. Boom, we're back. So look, now the reason why I say like the break this whole Dragon Ball Super, like you might not get a chapter in the next 6 months, and I'm saying, oh, you can't see it, in the next 6 months, only because I feel like honestly, with what's going on with Toriyama's passing, rest in peace Toriyama. He's with our Heavenly Father in heaven now. He's with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ the Messiah. And on top of that, we also have Dragon Ball Diamond that's coming out, and then that's gonna get its precedence. That's gonna get its spotlight because the Dragon Ball Diamond was in what happened with Toriyama. We're not getting another Dragon Ball Super arc for a very long time, and that's perfectly fine with me because you can kind of pretty much either set this if the next arc is not the final Dragon Ball Super arc, then this gives you more than enough time to set up the next coming arcs for Dragon Ball Super in the future. This gives you more than enough time to set that up. But like I said, I do believe that this is pretty much because let's continue the chapter. You'll see exactly what I mean by that as I go on. So we continue on. Goku is actually going to switch Gohan out for Broly, and Broly and Gohan is going to commence their fight. This is actually a very, very smart maneuver. I'm not going to get too into the dialogue and stuff like that right here. Vegeta says right here, "Really? You needed to settle your duel?" And Goku says, "Nah, I wasn't fine because I wanted to beat Gohan or anything. I'm just happy knowing how strong he's gotten. It gives me that much to look forward to." From what I can tell, those two have something in common, as Goku says right here. Oh, but Vegeta also says before that, has Broly earned your high expectations as well? And Goku said, "You can say that. From what I can tell, those two have something in common." Indeed, the notion of a beast certainly fits Broly as well, and the two start fighting. Gohan is obviously, because Gohan is not playing around. Gohan is obviously in Super Saiyan. Oh, excuse me. He's obviously in Ultimate form. His Ultimate form in Dragon Ball Super is comparable to Super Saiyan Blue. So, him being Ultimate fighting base Broly is appropriate. It's very appropriate right here. The Super manga doesn't have the Akari form, so I don't know what's going on with that. I guess his Akari form is built into his base in this iteration. I don't know, but that's neither here or there. Gohan in Ultimate Gohan is now fighting Broly. Gohan comments, "I hear you're a powerhouse in your own right, Broly." Broly's like, "Show me your beast form from before." And Gohan's like, "As you wish." And Gohan in this panel right here, bro, is sexy. Gohan weaves Broly's attack, does two flips, a backflip into Beast, rushes to Broly, and knocks Broly. He knocks him right here. It's a beautiful panel. Wonderful panel. What I will say about this chapter 2, chapter 102, paneling wasn't that great. Chapter 103, paneling, wonderful. Beautiful paneling right here by Toyotaro. Wonderful paneling. Oh, he's glazing. Bro, if you meet me in real life, I have nothing bad. I have everything bad to say about Super. This is the greatest Super. This is the continuation of the greatness of Dragon Ball Super right now. These singular 3 chapters is the greatest Dragon Ball Z. See? I said Z. That's how real it is. It's one of the greatest Dragon Ball Z things I've ever seen. Anyways, Broly tanks the hit from Beast Gohan. Even though he does get knocked away, he is tanking the hit, and he takes a direct smack from Gohan right here. This direct smack right here pretty much gets Broly on offense, complete offense, where he needs, so he doesn't get hit again. He instantly jolts himself to Super Saiyan again. As we can see right here, Gohan is shocked right here. He's perplexed. He's like, what's going on here? Broly in all his glory right here, pretty transforms right back into Super Saiyan and goes blow for blow with Gohan. Goku even comments, he's gone Super Saiyan, but look, his eyes tell us that he's still himself. Vegeta then comments, good for him. He's tamed his own unruly transformation. And Gohan, and this is a good panel right here of Super Saiyan Broly right here. Very wonderful panel. I love this panel a lot. Broly looks like a hulking monster in this panel right here. Like, he looks like a real monster in this form. He's really gotten back to form. And Gohan even remarks, such power, unlike any of the Super Saiyan forms I've seen, unlike anything he's ever seen, because Gohan did not participate for some reason in the Broly movie. Whis gives his 2 cents. Evidently Broly has achieved some growth thanks to Gohan. Beerus then says, still just a Super Saiyan though. Meanwhile, Goku's kid has a better handle on the power he's toting, which is absolutely true. The writing has continued to improve in this chapter. The writing is definitely A+. Right here, Gohan's obviously had enough of Broly's shenanigans. He's like, yeah, you turn Super Saiyan, but you're still not there, bro. You're still not there compared to me. And what Bear said is absolutely true. My fault, y'all. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Boom. We in HD now, okay? So Gohan is not having, he's literally just not having it with Broly. He's literally not having it. As we can see in this panel right here. He's pretty much ragdolling him right here. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know why this is moving like that. Let's go back. Let's go back to the chapter. Oh, I can use arrow keys. I forgot I can use arrow keys. Oh, my fault. Let's actually do that real quick. Computer was tweaking a little bit, but it's okay. No problem. We're going to go right back to where we started. We actually got pretty far into the chapter. How y'all doing today? Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all doing... Oh, I went too far. Excuse me. Oh, I went far enough. There you go. Yeah, so Gohan is doing his best Sparking Zero Goku throw Budokai 3. He's tossing him. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even care about what's going on with Broly. He don't care that he went Super Saiyan. He's so stronger than him. He's tossing him up in the air. But a very interesting line of dialogue is coming up right here. And like I said from the last video, if this next arc is not about Black Frieza, which it is, then it's also going to be about the God of Destruction Succession arc. Because we obviously, right now, we are obviously having so many fighters that are surpassing Super Saiyan, that are surpassing like Ultra Instinct Goku and all these things. They're just going ham. So in this next line of dialogue by Whis and Barris, Whis says, a suitable candidate for the next God of Destruction, perhaps? Barris says, no way, not a chance. Destruction isn't in the cards for someone that's straight-laced. Who are they talking about? This comment could be towards Gohan. This comment can obviously be towards Broly. If we're going by the straight-laced comment, this is obviously, if you look up what straight-laced is. If you look up what that means, having or showing very strict moral attitudes. That's clearly a reference to Gohan. So they're obviously talking about Gohan being the candidate for the next God of Destruction. Like I was saying from I don't know why I saved this image. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Like I was saying from the last chapter. That's pretty much how everything's pretty much looking right here. To be real. Froze again. Let me see. My full yeah. Yes, perfect. Yes. So here we go. Vegeta getting upset. He's like, when is it my turn? I demand a duel Gohan. And I was reading this part of the chapter and I was like, oh my goodness, Vegeta Gohan are gonna fight? Like, that's amazing. Vegeta said, Broly, you had long enough. And Gohan said, hold on, why am I the man to beat? And then in this ridiculous comment right here, like I'm gonna paint up on these two doofuses right here. Why don't you take us on, Broly? Trunks and Goten are gonna fight Broly, the man who fought Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue. No, this is ridiculous. Y'all getting punked by. I mean, Gohan is Super Saiyan Blue level in Ultimate, but it's like, yo, y'all can't even match up to that. Like, y'all are not saying y'all are trash, but y'all are like the weakest people. Like, Piccolo is stronger than y'all too. So Piccolo agree. I mean, not Piccolo. Broly agrees, and they all fly over to pretty much have their little sparring thing with Gohan. Like I said in the last chapter, this is essentially just to show you how everybody pretty much compares to one another, who's stronger than who. But at this point, as we get to this chapter right here, as we get to this part of the chapter right here, it's just a free-for-all. It's just a nice little banter between Goku and everybody. Goku, Gohan, Broly, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks. Everybody's just having a free-for-all right here. You can see that Vegeta is obviously fighting Beast Gohan, but he is not an Ultra Ego, which is very perplexing. Right here, you could tell from this right here, he's obviously in Super Saiyan Blue, and I'm like, why are you in Super Saiyan Blue? You should be going Ultra Ego Vegeta, whatever. These two are fighting against Broly in base form. They're ridiculous, but whatever. And yeah, they pretty much pushed themselves all the way to their limits, and now they made this big ass crater in the hole in the wall in the ground, and yeah, the fights between Goku, and I thought these are Geekdom even said in his video. He was saying that the whole Gohan gauntlet was gonna be going on for months. That's obviously not what's going on. That's obviously not what was going on here. This was clearly, as I said, to power scale all the characters to see who is who. Gohan is the strongest for now, even though we know it's Broly with his legendary not legendary Ultra Instinct, with his legendary Super Saiyan transformation. He's clearly the strongest guy. He's clearly the strongest guy right now. So it's like we just Get that out of here. We don't even have to really sit there and debate about that. What, like, this man fought against Blue Gogeta. We don't have to talk about this anymore. But until he turns into that form, it's Beast Gohan, Broly, potentially Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Ultra Instinct Goku. I think Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan Broly are around the same power level. I think Ultra Instinct Goku is stronger than Broly, I think. But just by a little bit. Ultra Ego Vegeta. Yeah, Ultra Ego Vegeta, which is stronger than Broly. But just not by too much. It's that. What else? Ultra Ego Vegeta. Piccolo, which is not too far from Vegeta, and then Goten and Trunks. This is everybody else, and they're on the same hand, and Goten and Trunks are not even on the same hand, and they're all the way down over here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's just the facts of what they are, in terms of the power scaling. So, but it was a surprise to see Gotenks being here. It's great to see it. We love to see it. Anyways, that's done right here. Everybody pretty much has their little, okay, we're chilling. The Reverend Army are done. Scheming. Stay scheming. They're not scheming no more. They're done. I'd be done too. After the Cell Max debacle and then Beast Gohan, I'd be done too. Like, the Gammas, bro. The Gammas are dirt now. The Gammas are mad dirt. And plus, on top of that, don't we have a Gamma that's still alive? I don't even know. I could have sworn that there was one more Gamma. So if we fight against Black Frieza, that Gamma's pulling up to help us fight Black Frieza. I forgot about that. And Maris, but Maris ain't doing nothing because, and Granola. But Granola's probably dead because, it's probably been 3 years. So everybody has their little R&R moment. Everybody's eating what Lemo made because Lemo is the greatest cook in the universe, as stated by Broly. Everybody returns back to Earth right here. I was thinking that we were going to cut to pretty much Whis and Beerus having a conversation about the power scaling of everybody in terms of who could be the next God Destruction candidate, but we don't get that. We go to the next page right here. Everybody's back on Earth, and because Goku's looking for the next strongest person to teleport to, he goes to Piccolo. Piccolo's back home, doing his meditation and stuff like that. He's kind of shocked that everybody's pretty much all together like this. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Trunks, Goten and Trunks as well. The Reverend Army are gone. We don't see them again. After this chapter, they're done. Goku also senses Piccolo's energy. And he's like, yeah, like, he's dumb strong. Like, okay, this is a brand new Piccolo. Because, mind you, Piccolo had 2 transformations. He had pretty much his ultimate Piccolo transformation. And then he also has his Orange Piccolo form that we all know. So, he's there now. He's up to the totem pole. Goku doesn't know who Pan is. And, that's a little ha-ha funny moment. Vegeta is me right now. You're under disgrace. She's your own granddaughter. And that's Brazy. The Reverend Army. Carmine is like, I'm done. We're done. We're just pushing pills and we're just selling perk 30s. We're done. No Cell Max, perk 30s, perk 10s. That's all we're doing. Percocet, Molly Percocet. We're done. No more Cell Max. For now. For who knows? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. But for now, no more Cell Max. We're just going to push pills. They go to pick up Pan from school. And it's a nice little wholesome moment. Everybody's getting picked up from school. Piccolo and Gohan. You got the uncle. You got the pops. They're picking up Pan. Goku's there. Goku's oblivious to what's going on. Pan is like, is that him? Gohan's like, yeah, that's Grandpa. Like, he's the strongest. That's the strongest guy in the universe. Goku notices Pan, and Pan is like, Goku's like, hi, you know him. Pan, this is a funny. I might make this the thumbnail too. I ain't going front. This is hilarious, bro. Like, I love Pan. Pan was my favorite part of that Dragon Ball Superhero movie, and I hated that movie. But I love these chapters though. Like, if I had to rate these chapters, bro, right now, look at this next panel, and I'm gonna end the video off in very, very soon. She blitzes. She teleports right to Goku. Goku, Ultra Instinct, sees this, blocks it. They have this like nice little exchange. Gohan is shocked. Piccolo's like, that's lit. And Gohan and everybody kind of fly off. I don't know why they're flying off in public when everybody can see them, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore about secrecy. Who cares? Piccolo says bye to his wife, Jackie, the teacher, and that's it. That's the end of the chapter. This is the end of the trilogy of fantastic Dragon Ball Super chapters. Like I said, I think I was gonna mention something. I was gonna mention the hiatus. The hiatus always happens in between these Dragon Ball Super arcs, and like I said, and I'll read this last note that they said. This is gonna pretty much juxtaposition what I'm saying. And this is also another tribute to Toriyama. This is why the chapter is saying the legacy. I forget what the name of the chapter is. We're going to read this right now, and then we'll go back to it. We are all deeply saddened by the news of Toriyama Sensei's passing. His work is an inspiration to us all. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family, his friends, and all the fans who were touched by his work. By the English language team on Dragon Ball Super. To be continued. So Super's not done. Obviously not done. And the name of the chapter is Chapter 103, A Legacy Towards the Future. And this can also mean juxtapositioning to the state of the passing of Toriyama Sensei and the overall state of where Dragon Ball is going to move in terms of the story. It was Super, really, because Dragon Ball is already done. Dragon Ball finished in 99. No, not 98. Dragon Ball finished in 89. Manga wise, so anime wise too. So but no, anime wise it was like 92, I want to say, and then manga wise it was 89. So Dragon Ball has been over for a very long time. This continuation of Dragon Ball Super is pretty much so much where it's like, okay, yeah, like it's canon, but Super wasn't really well received. The Japanese don't really like it and stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Let's not talk about that right now, because I don't want to bring no negative energy into this. Because if I'm being real, this Dragon Ball Super chapter, these collection of 3 Dragon Ball Super chapters, is the best Dragon Ball Super I've ever seen ever. This is literally. I would literally, with confidence, say that this is the closest thing to Dragon Ball Z since the Buu Saga. And I would confidently say that. Confidently. This is the closest thing to Dragon Ball Z since Battle of Gods. And I will confidently say that. Confidently. These are a wonderful, wonderful, fun, exciting set of chapters. Toyotaro. I know it says written by Akira Toriyama, but it's really written by Toyotaro. And Toriyama is supervising it. And I'm not going to lie to you in terms of, I'll say this. I'm going to pause the video real quick. I got to do something real quick. But I'm going to give my last little thoughts on the chapter, my last little conclusions of everything. Alright guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Swerve Plays. Like I said, this is a conclusion. And overall, like I said, the last 3 chapters of Dragon Ball Super, I give all of them A+. This is just amazing. This is in terms of the passing away of Toriyama, this is a very sentimental chapter of Dragon Ball Super. You could tell that this is very near and dear to Toyotaro's heart. That he really wanted to combine elements of great action in terms of great action and great fun. This is by far one of the, I can't express enough how just amazing this Dragon Ball Super chapter is. It truly is amazing and honestly, I've been saying this for a very long time, and not for a very long time. I'm lying to you. I said this very recently. With the performance of the Moro arc, and I like the Moro arc very much so. It did have its little ups and downs for sure, but it's a way more competent arc than Goku Black. It's a way more competent arc than Resurrection F is way more competent than the Universe 6 tournament and all that. It's very competent. The Granola arc after Moro, Granola is terrible. The Dragon Ball superhero movie stuff is terrible. Terrible. But this and Moro, thumbs up. Toyotaro, I can say confidently, he can take over Dragon Ball from here. He can take over Dragon Ball. He's not Toriyama. Toriyama in terms of Dragon Ball, because everybody thinks Toriyama did not plan nothing. He is not Oda. When I talk about One Piece in a minute, because I'm gonna do the One Piece review, and when I talk about the Boruto review, these things in Boruto these things in Boruto, these things in Naruto, these things in One Piece are deliberate. Toriyama he wanted to end Dragon Ball since King Piccolo. He wanted to end Dragon Ball since Saiyan Saga. He wanted to end Dragon Ball since Cell. He wanted to end Dragon Ball in Boo, and he finally got his wish in Boo. And all these things between him and his editors and things like that have just been constantly him being the biggest finesser and the biggest flexer of his mental creative abilities that we've ever seen in manga history. Toriyama is the grandfather of modern day battle shonen. We would not have One Piece without Dragon Ball. And we know this. We would not have Jujutsu Kaisen without Dragon Ball. I ain't gonna lie. In terms of, and I mean this in terms of I mean Jujutsu Kaisen because the Jujutsu Kaisen, in terms of pure scope, is on Dragon Ball Z levels in the West. Really. It's on that level. One Piece is also on that level internationally, and is truly the successor of Dragon Ball Z, of Dragon Ball, period. But in terms of the West loves Jujutsu Kaisen. The West do love One Piece, but the West really do love Jujutsu Kaisen. And we wouldn't be here without Dragon Ball Z. Anime would not be, I wouldn't even be making these reviews. I wouldn't have known Dragon Ball if Dragon Ball didn't make such an impact within Western culture and Western society in terms of anime. You wouldn't be watching this video. This video wouldn't be getting 100 views or whatever. These things would not be happening if it weren't for Toriyama. So, he is the godfather of anime right now. Not even right now, of history. Between Astro Boy, the guy who made Astro Boy, and Toriyama, yeah, for sure. For sure. And me saying Toyotaro is the perfect person now, he's ready now. As a real Dragon Ball fan, for real, a person who really, as I write my own stories and stuff like that, and I'm a guy who studies Toriyama, Toyotaro from Moro and Toyotaro from these collection of 3 chapters right here, I'm not even gonna lie to you, he does teeter, but these chapters have just been flawless to epilogue the entirety of the superhero chapters. And I did not like the superhero retelling. I'm not even gonna front, because the superhero retelling could have had so much opportunities to actually show the training between Gohan and Piccolo and show Gohan's development from where he was post Moro to him actually training to become strong enough to be Beast Gohan. There were so many opportunities to do that, and they just decided not to do that. So that is an issue. But I will say that if we're gonna continue Dragon Ball and if we're gonna continue Dragon Ball Super, not for the next 5 years. I'm not even gonna lie to you. To be real, if I'm being completely honest with you, if we're gonna continue Dragon Ball Super from this point on all the way up to its natural conclusion, which is after this epilogue arc, after the hiatus, when Dragon Ball Super comes back after the hiatus, which is going to be probably around after Daima is over, 6 months, 5 months, it's not coming. If it comes back in 2 months, 3 months, that's perfect. If it comes back in 6 months to a year, that's why. Because Daima, once we're done with that, and we come back to the new Dragon Ball Super chapters, I guarantee you, it will be. I'm looking at y'all face to face. I guarantee you, there will not be another Dragon Ball Super arc after the next arc. There will just not be. Unless, and also, this is another thing. Since we are dangerously close to end of Z, we are dangerously close to end of Z. We're so close to end of Z, it's insane. We are monstrously close to end of Z territory. And with that being said, with end of Z and stuff like that, bro, I think the next arc is gonna take place during the end of Z. It'll be very surprising if Goku still has that blue. If Goku doesn't have the blue gi, with the statements that he's saying in this chapter, we might gloss over the whole tournament with them fighting Oob and stuff like that, with Goku fighting Oob, and go straight into Black Frieza. And Black Frieza will be the crescendoing arc, which is kind of ironic because we always wanted to have Dragon Ball Super move past end of Z, but the last arc of Dragon Ball Super will take place past end of Z, but it will end there, which that's quite telling because I think respectfully, I'm not saying Toyotaro can't do it, but I think if you want to end off Dragon Ball Super with a bang, I think this is the perfect way to end off Dragon Ball Super with a bang, especially with all the context we have going on. But I ain't gonna lie to you guys. This was Swerve Plays here. 10 out of 10 chapter. The last chapter is also 10 out of 10 too. And chapter 101 was also 9 out of 10. The writing still had a little issues and stuff like that. But these collection of Dragon Ball Super chapters were very nice. Please give me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys feel about the chapter. And let me know how you feel about the status of Dragon Ball, where you think Dragon Ball is gonna go, and give me your story ideas of how you feel like Dragon Ball is gonna, and give me your business ideas of how you think Dragon Ball is gonna pretty much function as a company now, without Toriyama Sensei. So you guys let me know. Like I said, I have the link to my clothes, to my new capsule, Capsule Zero, down in the description. Look at that, buy that. I have a sale going on currently right now. Whoever buys it, I don't know who buys it, send me a picture, DM me on Instagram, or send me, if you have my personal number, send that out. Send me a picture of your clothes, of you wearing the drip. I'll post you in my next videos. I'll post you on Instagram, and then we just keep everything going. But this is Swerve Plays, y'all. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful night. God bless Toriyama. God bless his family. God bless Toyotaro. God bless the Dragon Ball IP. God bless everybody involved with the Dragon Ball property. And let's all have a wonderful, blessed night. And let's stay on the narrow path that the Lord God has set for us. And stay away from the devil and evil. Amen.